Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Always excited to have you here with me. And today I'm going to be going over a wrist warm-up I use when I get ready to do some handstands. I'm actually about to do some handstands now, so I thought it would be a really cool time to take you through an actual warm-up that I use so you can follow along with it. And I can also kind of describe what I'm doing, give you some insight into how these exercises work and should be done in order to get yourself ready to do your best when you're upside down. Not reinventing the wheel here. You've probably seen these exercises before. It's just three very simple things, but we're going to go through them and we're going to do it right now. First things first, I start off with just a little bit of wrist freestyling. So that's literally just moving my hands around, kind of feeling out how stiff they feel. Got some nice warm weather, so not feeling terribly stiff, but I haven't done any training yet today either. So just nice and easy, kind of moving the joints, putting some pressure on the hands, and getting an understanding of how I'm feeling for the day. Do this for about 60 to 90 seconds. I'm not timing them here, but somewhere around that time frame is pretty good. And then from there we're going to roll into a first knuckle push-up. And so with the first knuckle push-up, what we want to think about is pushing through these first two, index and middle knuckles. And as we push up, we want to bend to roughly a 90-degree angle in the knuckles and then control it back down nice and smoothly. Depending how far we put the shoulders in front or what type of leverage we load into the system is going to influence how hard this is. And so since this is a warm-up, and this is something I have to be on my one-to-one clients about a ton, is that we're not trying to get super strong right now, we're just trying to get warmed up. So I'm gonna do all 3 sets in a kneeling position and not even worrying about going to that full position. If you, for whatever reason, decide that you have weak hands and you need to strengthen them, then I would recommend doing the full position or working towards the full position with some progressions for that at the end of your workout after you're done training handstands. Keep this warm-up as a warm-up, keep the handstand training as handstand training, and when you are going to do some strength work, make that focused strength work rather than kind of blending all of it together and being unsure about the volume and the results that you're going to get. So let's do 10 reps here. Kneeling. Pretty much shoulders right on top. I'm going to push tall in my shoulders. I'm going to make sure my elbows are nice and locked, and then from there just pushing up nice and easy, controlling down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you notice I count the rep when I'm at the bottom, not when I'm at the top, because we want to make sure that we get that push up, yes, but then even more importantly, we want to control down both hands together and not get this sort of kerplunking motion, bent elbows, momentum, whatever. It's a clean, strict movement. We're just gently warming up those wrists. Next, go into a fist to the back of the wrist now. We're just going to roll down with the wrist push up and push back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you notice on these, really stiff in the wrist, if it's uncomfortable, feeling like too much of a stretch, super simple solution is just to put your fist right in front of your knees. And then from here, you can control all of the force with your low back and just super gently work as light as you need to. If you happen to have superhuman wrist, or if you've watched a lot of YouTube, you've probably seen people working in the full position. Some people can do that. For me, that's just way too much, whether I'm trying to build strength or if I'm just warming up. So I focus just in this kind of medium pressure for all my for all my reps. So that's one set. We're gonna do 3 of all 3 of those exercises. We'll work through at a more steady pace for these last 2 sets so you can get a feel for the pace that I'm typically doing this warm up at. I'll still talk a little bit as I go through, but for the most part, we'll just knock these sets out and give you a realistic look at what 2 of the 3 sets would look like in an actual preparation scenario. So freestyling. Here I can already feel that my wrists are a lot looser, kind of finding some angles, stretching from one angle while I move the opposite at different angles. No right way at all, just as long as you are focused on finding the areas that are tight and exposing those to a little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure so that they can start to loosen up. Cool. First knuckle push-ups, kneeling again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go right to the backs of the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you keep a fist. 5. Don't let your hands open. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the freestyle. Last time. Again, just hunting and finding those areas that feel tight. And trying to make them feel a little bit better. Or a lot bit better than they did when we first started. Last time through the first knuckle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one on the backs of the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's get, just because it feels good, an easy stretch. To wrap them up. All right, so that's literally the warm-up I'll do for my wrist when I'm getting ready to handstand. The next part of the handstand warm-up we're not going to do here. It's going to make the video way too long, what have you. But the next part of the handstand warm-up, I would start to kick up in some handstands and kind of listen to my body and see, oh, do my shoulders feel a little stiff? Do I need to do some extra mobility work to be able to get my hands overhead more comfortably? Does my torso feel stiff? Do I need to work thoracic spine, or do my hips feel stiff? Do I need to work on my splits? Do I need to work on my pancake? And all just depending on how things feel once I start to get upside down. So some easy handstands, mobility if I need it. If I don't need the mobility, I just roll right into my handstand session. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Hopefully that's a little bit of illumination on these exercises that you've probably seen before. If it is helpful, leave a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, stick around, and look out for the next one. Appreciate you being here as always, and have a great training day.